since the pandemic, things have changed, right? So a lot of people now have transformed some of their spaces in their homes to become working areas, right? So people used sometimes to walk to work or to go out to commute, and they were doing a little bit more of exercise that way. Now a lot of the work has become within their home, so now they're just doing steps to go to their office instead of like at least commuting and putting in a little bit more exercise. So that has affected our work styles and our healthy habits as well.
Joining me today at the Rio Theater in Vancouver, I have a very special guest, Lucila Diaz, who is the founder and creative director of Harmony Sense Interiors Limited. And she's here today to talk about her new projects, her new role, how to create a healthy living space, and how she stays active. Welcome back.
Thank you so much, Christine. Always a pleasure to be here.
I want to congratulate you on your new role as BC Regional Director of Decorators and Designers of Association of Canada. What a mouthful. Congratulations.
I know it's a very long title, yes, but I'm very excited. Yeah, almost a year ago, I took on this position as the BC Regional Director for DDA, the Decorators and Designers Association. So this association is a national association, but it doesn't have like a huge presence here on the West Coast. It's very known and very well known on the East Coast, but not here on the West. So I decided to take on this role and support designers and decorators here on the West so that they can get all the benefits of this national association. So yes, it's a new challenge as well. So I'm very happy and very proud to be representing the association here on BC. So if there's any decorators or designers that are listening, reach out, become a member, and have the benefits of being part of this association.
Yeah, so
yes.
Congratulations again. So you're also the founder, creative director as well, and you're doing this, and you do so much. How do you balance healthy living habits?
Well, it's challenging. I'm not gonna lie. And of course, I'm reaching an age now of like premenopause, like being now close to my 50s. So trying to get like active and healthy is challenging, right? Because your body starts to change. So I try to do some activities, but it's tough when you have like a very like demanding lifestyle as well with teenagers at home. It's tough, right? So what do? I do try to meditate every morning. So at least that gets my brain healthy. It releases stress, because as well when your body is under a lot of stress, then that doesn't help. And we got a dog, so that helps. So, because that forces me at least to walk in the mornings and walk during the evening. So if I cannot get a workout in between, that at least forces me to go and walk every morning and after dinner. So I know that at least I'm getting my body moving somehow. So our body changes, and yes, I will love to say, yes, I hit the gym every single day. No, I'm not gonna lie, I don't do that, right? And as our body changes, the demands are different, right? So perhaps now having like a full cardio will not be, or will not give me the same benefits that now my body demands. So maybe I need to do a little bit more of body weight, right? Yes. Because I need to build more muscle as I age. So.
Yes. I mean, you work at home as well, so you probably have the perfect office space as an interior designer.
Not really. But yeah, so, and as since the pandemic, things have changed, right? So a lot of people now have transformed some of their spaces in their homes to become working areas, right? So people used sometimes to walk to work or to go out to commute, and they were doing a little bit more of exercise that way. Now, a lot of the work has become within their home, so now they're just doing steps to go to their office instead of like at least commuting and putting in a little bit more exercise. So that has affected our work styles and our healthy habits as well. So being able as well to introduce some kind of routines in our day to become more active, I think it's important as well, right? Something as well to think about, that perhaps we're not moving as much as we were doing before the pandemic, because if we're just working from home and our office is just steps away, then it's become a little bit more challenging.
Yes, and like there's having a healthy living space, but it's very beneficial, right? I mean, it's like you said, you do meditation, but having it all like created that creates harmony, which is your company. Right? So, and what are some steps that one could use?
Yeah, so what I tell people is that things, just as people, carry energy. So whatever you bring into your home and wherever you place them do affect you. So you have to think about your environment and how that reflects on how you're feeling and what it's creating for you. So even though I do not practice feng shui, I do allow myself to feel the space and what it is creating and what atmosphere is generating. So sometimes when you go into a space, you don't even know what it is, but it makes you feel okay, or it gives you like, oh, I just want to get out of here, right? That feeling. So things do carry energy. So when you create a space that feels harmonious, that makes you feel comfortable, then it makes you want to do things that make you feel more productive. So make sure that spaces work for you and not against you. Yeah.
And the mood, right? The colors.
Yeah, so colors affect as well, and textures and every single aspect of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
What services do you provide?
So what I provide is, of course, giving people the tools so that they can create these spaces. And of course, we give the directions, but most importantly is that we provide almost like the pros and cons of every single decision that they have to make. We're not there to make the decisions for people. We're there just to guide them and provide them, okay, these are the pros and cons of all the decisions that you will have to make, so that they make informed decisions throughout either a renovation, a new build, a styling project, or even just like the design of a stage. For example, we just finished the design for a TEDx talk, right? So
You're in demand.
we love what we do. Yes.
Yes, and I love the name of your company. That's why I had to say Harmony.
Harmony, yes.
But it's like people may ask for you to help them, but sometimes is there a bit of hesitation or a little bit of, oh, I don't know, I like where I live, but I don't, when you say for or against, does that come across a lot?
So when I tell people whether they need the services of an interior designer or not, right? Sometimes there's hesitation. Yes, I can do it on my own. So what I tell people is, okay, what we help you is to avoid costly mistakes, right? And sometimes when I tell our potential clients is, well, at least you need to be able to answer 4 basic questions when you want to start a project. So start by asking yourselves, what do you want to do this? Be like consciously of why you're doing this. Answer that question. Then make sure you know how much you want to invest, right? Know exactly what's your limit, like how much are you willing to put into this project. Then understand your style, like what kind of look you want to achieve. And the 4th and even most important one is know what the space has to offer, right? Because of course, you might want to have like a pool, but you only live in an 800 square foot condo, right? So be realistic about those expectations. So once you start to answer those 4 fundamental questions, then you can know whether you can do it on your own or you need the service of someone that can advise you on those different aspects of it, right? The other part that helps having the services of an interior decorator or a designer is that once you have a plan, then you can go and have realistic quotes for people that can help you either like execute it or you can then do it yourself. But then you have a plan that can help you compare apples to apples of what you're asking. Because if you go and then ask and say someone, yeah, I want to do this renovation, but then you don't know exactly what you want, you're going to have so many different quotes that it's very difficult to compare exactly what you want. But when you have a detailed plan, then you can ask for like a comparison that it's easy to know, okay, yeah, they're quoting me exactly the same thing.
Yes, being prepared. Yes. So how has the landscape changed?
So, of course, spaces are getting smaller, right? They're getting smaller. The rezoning might help a little bit because now, instead of having like big houses, those houses now can then be transformed into smaller lots. So that will help a little bit for people that don't want to then leave like too far from where they live, so the commute cannot get too far from there. In terms of trends, of course, we're seeing that grays are going out of style, right? More warmer tones are being introduced. This year, we're seeing that a lot of blues, a lot of companies decided to select a blue hue as their color of the year. But for me, I think that it's very important that we start to be more conscious about the products that we bring into our homes, so that we use something that's more long-lasting, so it's more sustainable, so that pieces are either upcycle or that are reusable, that are recyclable, that we are more conscious about the products that are not brought too far away, right? That they are not crossing the ocean to get here. So they're being more conscious about the type of materials that are being used, so that it's more organic materials that are being put in our homes, so that it's healthier, the spaces that we live in.
Yes.
I think that's a little bit more of what we're trying to focus as well in the spaces that we create.
And
Yes.
a healthier you. Right?
Yes, exactly. Yes. At the end of the day, right? Yeah.
Healthier spaces, what we use, reusable, in other words. So tell us about your other projects. You
Yes.
mentioned TED Talks, right?
Yes. Yeah. So, for example, we just finished a home that we help our clients build from the scratch, right? And those are projects that are longer, right? Those take like 18 months, 2 years to complete. And those are very exciting because we help clients to select everything from like the floors that will go from the layout of the space to the furniture that will go into the space. Or renovations where we bring a house to the studs and then we do some configurations of the layout, but then we totally do everything. Or little small projects like a nursery that we just completed. So those are our fun projects. Or a downtown condo that we are renovating that has spectacular views, right? So where the inspiration is exactly that. It's like just the view that spectacular condo has. So different projects, that's the fun part about my job, which I love, that every single one is different. Every single one has its challenges. There is not a single project that will not come with its challenges, and that's the exciting part about it.
And you love what you do.
I love what
so
I
much
do.
Passion.
Yes, I love what I
Feel
do.
it.
Yes.
Yes.
I will not change it for anything. Yes.
Yes.
It has its headaches. I will
Yes.
not say it. Yes, that it doesn't, but I love what I do. I love seeing the final product come together. And it's like a roller coaster. And that's what I tell clients. Like, the project is not going to go like flat and easy. No, it's going to be a roller coaster. There will be days that you're going to be super excited. And there are going to be other days that you're going to be scared and you're not good. And you're going to ask yourself, why am I doing this? But that's exactly why we're here, to hold your hand and to tell you we have gone through this. We know it's going to be okay. So
yes, you're in demand, but you're also going to be understanding a publication.
So yeah, well, we're very excited because we're going to have one of our projects is going to be published in an international book with different designers. Yes, that's going to come on in the summer. The book is going to come out. So yes. We're very excited and very honored to be part of the book. Yeah, so we'll keep you posted once it's out. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And is there? I mean, I know you love what you do, but what is it about that you really love? What is?
So I think I love doing puzzles, right? So that's like when I have time, I love putting out a puzzle. So I see my job as a puzzle, right? Because at the beginning it's like, okay, how I'm gonna put this together. So it's like little pieces that start to come together, and then at the end you have like a completed like puzzle. And it's almost like a piece of art as well, that when you see like just one piece on its own, it's like, I don't know how this will come together, because you just see like a piece of fabric, or you just see a tile, or you just see a swatch of color. Independently, they might mean nothing. But once you start to put them all together, then it becomes like a visual reality. It becomes like a piece of art that it's all come together. And at the beginning, everything is in my head, right? Like I can just come to a space and I can see it all come together, and like all those little pieces that start to click together. And sometimes I just imagine things and then suddenly, boom, they appear. It's like, oh yeah, that's like the perfect piece that will come together, and they will all create this piece of art at the end, right? I can imagine like an artist like putting the different pieces together and painting this picture. For me, creating a space is like painting this picture. Right?
Where do you get that imagination or ideas? Is it after a workout?
I don't know.
It just happens?
Well, you know, it's like at different times of day. For me, mornings is where I get my best inspiration or my best work, right? People have the different times. And I see it on my kids. For example, my oldest kid, his best work happens at night, right? And my daughter is in the middle of the day, right? So I think people, depending on who they are, is when they are at the best. For me, is in the mornings, is when I'm sharpest and when I can do my best work. I don't know. Yes.
Yeah. You do it so well, balancing a healthy lifestyle and in demand, what you do. And people who are watching, where can they go?
So they can find us, of course, at our website, www.harmonysense.com. They can find us there, and we'll be more than happy to help them, to give them some advice, or just to chat. Yes.
And socials, any social?
Social
media?
Yeah, well, Instagram at Harmony Sense Interiors. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you, Christine. Always a pleasure to chat with you. I appreciate it.